The mass of men lead lives of quiet desperation. What is called resignation is confirmed desperation.
Let me ask you a question that might feel uncomfortable. When your alarm clock screamed at you this morning, did you feel a surge of excitement for the day ahead? Or did you feel a heavy, familiar weight in your chest, a quiet dread of trading another piece of your life for a paycheck? You do everything right. You followed the script. You went to school, you got the job, you pay your taxes, and you try to be a good citizen. Yet you feel like a hamster running on a wheel that is spinning faster and faster, but you are going absolutely nowhere. You are tired, not just physically tired, but soul tired. You look around at the traffic jams, the cubicles, and the exhausted faces on the subway, and you wonder, is this it? Is this all there is? This is the rat race. It is a game designed to keep you running until your legs give out. But here is the truth that the system is terrified you will learn. The cage has no lock. The door has been open the entire time. You just haven't been taught how to see it yet. In the next few minutes, we are going to dismantle the lies you have been told about money and success. We are going to hand you the blueprint to stop running, step off the wheel, and finally reclaim the only thing you truly own, your time. If you're ready to stop existing and start living, take a moment to subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Official. Join us and let's walk this path to freedom together.
The Great Deception: Why You Were Groomed to Fail. To understand why you feel stuck, you first have to understand who built the cage. You see, the frustration you feel isn't a sign that you are broken. It is a sign that the system is working exactly as it was designed to. Think back to your childhood. From the age of 5, you were placed in a system that prioritized one thing above all else: compliance. School did not teach you how to be financially independent. It didn't teach you about taxes, assets, or the psychology of wealth. Instead, it taught you to sit still, raise your hand to speak, memorize facts without questioning them, and frantically chase a grade. Does that sound familiar? It should. Because the modern school system was not built to create thinkers, innovators, or free human beings. It was designed during the Industrial Revolution with a very specific purpose: to produce obedient factory workers. They needed people who could handle boredom. They needed people who would show up on time, follow orders, and not ask difficult questions. They needed cogs for the machine. And for 18 years, you were trained to be the perfect employee. You were taught that failure is bad, that mistakes are punishable, and that the only path to safety is to do exactly what you are told. This conditioning is deep. It is why you feel a spike of anxiety when you think about quitting your job. It is why you feel guilty when you aren't productive. You have been programmed to believe that your worth as a human being is tied to your ability to labor for someone else. But here is the reality check. The industrial age is over. We are living in a new world, yet we are still operating on an outdated manual, playing by the old rules. Work hard, save money, retire at 65 is no longer a safe path. It is the most dangerous gamble you can make. The system promised you that if you gave it your best years, it would take care of you. Look around. Look at the inflation eating your savings. Look at the layoff. That promise was a lie. You were groomed to rely on a system that does not care about you. The golden handcuffs. The psychology of the trap. Now you might be thinking, but I make good money. I'm not a factory worker. I have a career. This brings us to the second, more insidious layer of the trap. It's what we call the golden handcuff. There is a massive misconception in American culture that the way to escape the rat race is simply to make more money. We think, if I just get that promotion, if I just hit 6 figures, then I'll be free. But have you noticed what actually happens when people get a raise? They don't buy freedom. They buy a newer car. They move into a bigger apartment with higher rent. They start dining at more expensive restaurants. This is known as the hedonic treadmill. As your income rises, your lifestyle expectations rise with it. You run faster, you sweat more, you earn more, but your savings account stays exactly the same. You are not building wealth. You are building a prettier cage. The trap is psychological. We are conditioned to soothe our unhappiness with consumption. You work a job that drains your energy, so to feel better, you spend money on rewards. A vacation you put on a credit card. A luxury watch to impress people at the office. A massive mortgage for a house you barely spend time in because you are always at work paying for it. It is a vicious, self-feeding cycle. You work to pay for the lifestyle, and the lifestyle requires you to keep working. You become terrified of losing your job because you have built a life that requires 100% of your paycheck just to sustain. This is why you see lawyers and doctors earning $300,000 a year who are just as broke as the guy earning $30,000. They have more stuff, sure, but they have zero freedom. In fact, they are often more trapped because the fall from the top hurts a lot more. True wealth is not the ability to buy things. True wealth is the ability to wake up in the morning and say, I can do whatever I want today. If your lifestyle owns you, you are not rich. You are just a well-paid servant. To escape the rat race, you must first break the addiction to looking rich. You have to realize that every dollar you spend on something you don't need is a dollar you could have used to buy your freedom. You have to decide what matters more to you, the appearance of success or the reality of liberty. Money as stored life force, a paradigm shift. To break the chains, we must fundamentally rewrite your dictionary. We need to change the way your brain processes the concept of money. Most people see money as a tool to get what they want. They see a price tag, let's say a new smartphone for $1,000, and they check their bank account. If the number in the account is higher than the number on the tag, they assume they can afford it. This is the calculation of a poor man, regardless of how much he earns. Here is the wisdom that the wealthy understand deeply. Money is not just currency. Money is stored life force. Think about how you earn that money. You trade your time for it. You trade your physical energy, your mental focus, and your limited hours on this earth. You trade time away from your children, time away from your passions, and time away from rest. So, when you spend money, you are not just spending dollars. You are spending days, weeks, and years of your life. Let's do the real math, the math of life. Suppose you take home $20 an hour after taxes. You see a new car that costs $40,000. The dealership tells you, it's only $600 a month. They try to sell you on the monthly payment to hide the true cost. But look at the price tag through the lens of your life force. $40,000 divided by $20 an hour is 2,000 hours. That is 2,000 hours of you sitting in an office, dealing with stress, commuting in traffic, and missing out on the beauty of the world. That is nearly an entire year of work, just to pay for the metal box you drive to get to work. Is that car worth 1 year of your life? Is that designer bag worth 100 hours of your freedom? Is that expensive dinner worth 3 days of stress? When you start viewing money as crystallized life energy, your spending habits change overnight. You stop asking, do I have enough money for this? And you start asking, is this item worth the amount of life I have to sell to get it? Suddenly, the shiny things in the shop windows lose their power over you. You realize that frugality is not about suffering or being cheap. Frugality is about self-respect. It is about refusing to trade your precious, finite life for things that end up in a landfill in 5 years. Every dollar you save is not just a coin in a jar. It is an employee. It is a soldier you have recruited to fight for your freedom. Every dollar you keep is a minute of your future that you have bought back from the system. The escape plan. Producer versus consumer mindset. Once you stop bleeding your life force into unnecessary consumption, you have laid the foundation. But defense alone will not win the war. You cannot save your way to total freedom if your only income comes from trading time for money. Eventually, you will run out of time to trade. To truly escape the rat race, You must undergo a radical identity shift. You must stop thinking like a consumer and start thinking like a producer. Look at the world around you. 99% of people are consumers. They wake up, they scroll through social media, consuming content, they eat food prepared by others, consuming products, they go to work to follow systems built by others, and they come home to watch Netflix, consuming entertainment. Their entire existence is defined by what they take from the world. The other 1% are producers. They are the ones creating the content, building the systems, investing the capital, and owning the asset. The consumer works for money. The producer makes money work for them. This is the secret that school never taught you because school was designed to create consumers. The system needs you to be needy. It needs you to be dependent. So, how do you make the shift? You must begin to detach your income from your time. In the rat race, if you don't work, you don't eat. If you get sick, your income stops. If you want to earn more, you have to work longer hours. You are the engine. If the engine stops, the car stops. The producer builds an engine outside of themselves. This is called an asset. An asset is anything that puts money in your pocket whether you are working or sleeping. A liability is anything that takes money out of your pocket. It sounds simple, yet most people spend their lives buying liabilities they think are asset. Your house? That's likely a liability. It takes money for mortgage, taxes, repairs, and insurance. A rental property? That's an asset. It pays you rent every month. A car? Liability. A vending machine business? Asset. A YouTube channel that earns ad revenue on videos you made 3 years ago? Asset. A dividend-paying stock? Asset. The famous investor Warren Buffett gave us the ultimate litmus test for freedom. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. This sounds intimidating, I know. You might be thinking, I don't have the money to buy real estate, or I don't know how to start a business. Start small. Start where you are. The escape plan doesn't mean quitting your job tomorrow. That would be reckless. The escape plan means using your job as a funding source for your freedom. Stop taking your paycheck and giving it immediately to Apple, Amazon, and Starbucks. Instead, take a portion of that paycheck, your freedom fund, and buy your first tiny asset. Maybe it's one share of a company. Maybe it's buying a used camera to start creating content. Maybe it's a course to learn a high-value skill. You are planting seeds. At first, the seed looks like nothing. It pays you pennies. You might work for months on a side project and earn $10. The consumer laughs at you. They say, "Why are you wasting your time? You could have worked an hour of overtime and made $30. But they don't understand the physics of growth. A job is a linear line. It only goes up if you work more. An asset is an exponential curve. It starts flat, but once it gains momentum, it shoots upward, detaching from your effort entirely. You are building a raft while you are still on the sinking ship. It requires sacrifice. It requires working 9 to 5 to pay the bills, and then working 6 to 10 to build your empire. It requires saying no to the weekend party so you can say yes to a lifetime of weekends later. It is lonely. It is hard. But the alternative is to be a pawn in someone else's game for the next 40 years. The choice is yours. Will you be the tired horse pulling the carriage, or will you be the one holding the reins? The price of freedom, solitude, and discipline. There is one final truth about escaping the rat race that no financial guru warns you about. It is the hardest part of the journey, and it has nothing to do with money. It is the silence. When you decide to unplug from the matrix, you are effectively turning your back on the tribe. Humans are social creatures. We have a biological need to fit in. We want to be part of the herd because, for thousands of years, being separated from the herd meant death. But today, the herd is walking off a cliff. When you start changing your life, when you stop spending money on shallow entertainment, when you start reading books instead of watching the news, when you start building assets instead of debt, people around you will get uncomfortable. Your friends, your colleagues, even your family might react negatively. They won't say it outright. They will make little jokes. Oh, you're too good to come out for drinks now? Why are you working so hard? You need to live a little. You're dreaming too big, be realistic. Understand this. They are not attacking you. They are attacking the mirror you have become. Your discipline highlights their lack of it. Your ambition reminds them of the dreams they gave up on. Seeing you try to escape the cage makes them realize they are still sitting in it. This is the concept of crabs in a bucket. If one crab tries to crawl out, the other crabs will grab it and pull it back down. Not out of malice, but out of a desperate instinct to keep everyone on the same level. To escape, you must be willing to be misunderstood. You must be willing to be the weird one. You must be willing to walk alone for a while. This period of solitude is the price of admission to a new life. It is in this solitude that you find your true strength. You stop looking for validation from the world, and you start finding it within yourself. You realize that discipline is not a punishment you inflict on yourself. Discipline is the highest form of self-love. It is loving your future self enough to sacrifice your present comfort. It is saying, I respect myself too much to remain mediocre. The path to freedom is narrow. There are no crowds here. But as you climb higher, the air gets cleaner. The noise of the rat race fades away. The constant anxiety, the comparison, the fear of Monday mornings, it all goes quiet. And eventually you will meet others on this path. You will find a new tribe. A tribe of architects, of creators, of free thinkers. Do not fear the loneliness of the ascent. Fear the crowded comfort of the bottom. As we come to the end of this video, I want you to close your eyes for just a moment. I want you to fast forward your life. Imagine you are 80 years old. Your hair is gray, your hands are weathered, and you are sitting in a rocking chair on a quiet porch. The sun is setting, casting a long, golden shadow across the floor. You are looking back on your life. Imagine two different versions of this memory. In the first version, you stayed in the rat race. You played it safe. You bought the nice cars, you impressed the neighbors, you kept your head down, and you worked until your body was too tired to go on. You fit in. You were a good employee. But now, sitting in that chair, you feel a hollow ache in your chest. You wonder what would have happened if you had been brave. You wonder about the books you never wrote, the business you never started, the places you never saw because you didn't have enough vacation days. You are left with the bitter taste of regret. Now, imagine the second version. You see a life where you struggled. You see early mornings and late nights. You see moments where you were scared, where you failed, where people laughed at you. But you also see the moment you broke free. You see the day you handed in your resignation because your assets covered your bills. You see the years you spent traveling, creating, and spending time with the people you love. Not because your boss allowed it, but because you owned your time. You feel tired, yes, but it is a good tired. It is the exhaustion of a runner who finished the race on their own terms. You have scars, but you have no regrets. Open your eyes. You are not 80 years old yet. You are here, right now. The pen is still in your hand. The rest of the page is blank. The cage door is open. The guards are gone. The only thing keeping you inside is the belief that you belong there. You do not. You were born to be free. You were born to create, to explore, and to live fully. The rat race is a game, and the only way to win is to stop playing by their rules and start building your own. It won't be easy. It won't happen overnight. But I promise you, the view from the other side is worth every single step. If this message resonated with the voice inside you that has been whispering for change, you are not alone. This channel, Timeless Wisdom Official, is a sanctuary for those who refuse to settle for the ordinary. We are building a community of seekers, thinkers, and free spirit. If you want to continue this journey of growth and discovery, please click the subscribe button and turn on notifications. I want to hear from you. In the comments below, tell me, what is one asset or one small step you are going to take this week to buy back a piece of your freedom? Let's hold each other accountable. Thank you for giving me your most valuable asset today, your time. Use it wisely. Until next time, stay wise and stay free.